Republic Unit Trust started off as HFC Unit Trusts, managed by Republic Bank, which at the time was a home finance company, and then later on became HFC Bank. So now as Republic Unit Trust, this collective investment scheme started off in May 1991. Now it is the main business of the Republic Bank then that actually necessitated, the birth of the unit trust. The sole product of the company then was the mortgage loans that had been introduced into the country. For you to be able to take a loan from the company, that is the mortgage loan, you needed a deposit, which at the time was 20% of the loan, the home that you are going to purchase. The company will give you 80% of the price of the house, and then you needed to come up with 20% deposit. Now, the company had two things to contend with. Number one, because we didn't hold a banking license then, at the time we had the non-bank, non-deposit taking license, so we couldn't provide any bank accounts for prospective borrowers to place their deposits in. Now, two, having done the marketing rounds, it was obvious that people were interested in the product, but not many people had the deposit also. So then there was the need for a vehicle that would provide prospective mortgagors an avenue to save up, invest, and hopefully enjoy a bit of higher returns that would accelerate, the pace for them and give them the needed deposit so they get onto the mortgage market. Now, our first managing director, Mrs. Stephanie Batansan, a seasoned corporate lawyer, had good knowledge of the company's code, and knew that somewhere in the company's code was this provision for unit trust. It's a collective investment scheme that also had certain tax concessions. So she picked the idea, and it was quickly developed and presented to Bank of Ghana at the time for consideration and approval. Bank of Ghana, the leadership of the central bank then were also very forward-looking. They took a look at it and then worked with the company and eventually approved the unit trust. So from that time on, May 1991, the unit trust was started. So it became the vehicle for the prospective mortgagors to place their deposits there whilst going through all the procedures, searching and combing around the places where developments were going on to close transactions on the homes, and then also going through all the other processes, taking insurance policies and all those times. Whilst all that was going on, the deposit would be in the unit trust account. And then those who didn't also have the money would use the unit trust, to put in their small savings and monies they get from here and there. And eventually, a great number of people were able to, invest and get a decent return on their investment to help them to be able to build a deposit for their mortgage loans. I have to say that in the process, really, the key people who were involved from the beginning, apart from our first managing director, Mrs. Stephanie Baitansa, of course, Mr. Iduse Dechi was the accountable executive for the mortgage product itself. But the accountable executive for the unit trust was Mr. Asari Akufu, and Mr. Kwekubutwe was the first fund manager for the unit trust. Over the years and the decades, the unit trust has been able to meet the objectives for which it was established, to be there as an investment vehicle to help people to save. Initially, it was for helping people to get onto the mortgage market or the housing market. But over the years, it served other purposes. People have used it as an investment vehicle to, accumulate the necessary monies that they need for their children's education, some to acquire other assets, some even towards their pension. The unit trust, has been able to do this, and judging from the comments and the reaction and the sort of relationship that over the years we've had with our unit holders, especially at AGMs. Looking back, I see that a number of people who invested in the unit trust were happy with the what they got out of it, and through that, I think we also became encouraged at the bank to introduce other collective schemes. So through the unit trust, the real estate investment trust also was introduced. The future plan trust was also introduced, and then the equity trust. So really, out of the unit trust, the bank has 3 other collective schemes, which I believe are all, due to the good work that was started with the unit trust. This is what I would say. The unit trust and what it did to enable prospective mortgagors to come onto the mortgage market really played a major role in opening up of areas in Accra that up and coming middle class, Ghanaians, especially in Accra, were able to buy their homes to open up those areas. I can think of Sakumono, a great part of the Spinters Road, Adenta. So through the vehicle of unit trusts, a lot of people were able to acquire mortgage loans, to really live in the comfort of their own owner-occupied homes in Accra. And for me, when it did happen, it was revolutionary, because people have owned their own homes in Ghana. The coming of the unit trust to help people to save up their deposits, the bank was able to really give thousands and thousands of mortgage loans, to middle-class people. Today, we are in an environment where we have a number of collective investment schemes around. So the investment vehicle has become even more popular, and I believe that the relevance of the collective investment schemes, especially the Republic Unit Trust, is still here with us. I would encourage young people and all who want to get onto the housing market, and indeed, want to save up towards some other future, objective, to continue to use the Republic Unit Trust. It has served us well in the past. It continues to serve us well now. And I believe it will be there to serve future generations. So I say Ayiko to Republic Bank and Republic Unit Trusts. Great job done, great job still going on.